This is Happy Days, and we've been doing a few AFK farms of late, and today we're going to tackle the big one. We are going to AFK the Frost Moon. So I'm just going to give you a quick look around our arena. I've set up a Frost arena here, and basically very soon I'm going to show you how it works and how it can get you to at least wave 15 and beyond. So you can see that the main trap in this arena is the spike traps. No, it's not spike. Yes, spear traps. And they are tiered with actuators. Actuators are the wiring tool that makes blocks able to walk through. You can see there's a lot of spear traps, and I've had to make a few new worlds, about 10 to be exact, to collect enough from the jungle temple. And with the Savage Pixel, we've been able to mine through. Anyway, that's enough of that. So I've been practicing on this a bit. And here's some of the loot you can expect to get. Razor Pines, chain guns, things like the North Pole, which is a great melee weapon. Blizzard Staff, which is probably one of the best magic weapons you can get. Things like, if you like pets, there's the Grinch's Mischief Whistle. So, let's get started, let's get ready. I'll show you how to get set up for it. So you can see there's two teleporters here, and that's going to be teleporting mobs in from this landing pad on the side here. Basically, the whole area is surrounded in lava, and pretty much the only place they can spawn is on these pads. They'll spawn, they'll teleport into the arena, and they'll die. That's pretty much the long and short of it. So I'm just closing these doors so my ravens can't get out. And we're going to look at damage and how to maximize it. So, why do I keep pushing that? So what we're going to do is equip the resources to get the most damage. So we've got items like the Spooky Armor, we've got the Necromantic Scroll from the Pumpkin Moon, Hercules Beetles, we've got the Destroyer Emblem, things like the Avenger Emblem. You can harvest all them from the Wall of Flesh, the Papyrus Scarab. You'll notice I've got damage multiplier on most of them because our initial Raven summons, we want to have lots of damage. So you can see our Raven staff is casting Ravens at the moment with 103 damage. So we're going to get some of those out. Very nice. Okay, next part of this trick is to swap in a Pygmy necklace, which increases your max minions by 1. You saw another Raven pop in there. And then the last thing we're going to do is put on some Tiki armor. Now, basically, the reason we're swapping armor is the set bonus for Tiki is to give you a additional minion. So we got another one there. Now, the next part is we're actually going to swap out these accessories that have damage modifiers for ones that have critical strike. And the important reason for that has to do with our spear traps, because spear traps actually gain benefit from your critical strike percentage chance. So we're going to turn these traps on very soon. It's 6:16, so we're getting very close to the event. So the spear traps can hit multiple times. I've spread them out because there's no benefit having them side by side. So you do need to spread them out a bit. Very soon we're going to get started here. And we've got the heart statue set up. We've got the slime statue for invulnerability. So let's turn this on. We've got our bird flying down the side, which is activating all the switches. Here's a quick look at the wiring here. And I've cleaned it up a lot. So basically from all the 1-second timers on the side, and we've still got about 30 seconds here, it's just like a painting motion. It's just going across and across. So not complex. I'm going to do a tutorial on wiring very soon. That's all you need to do. Okay, so let's turn that off. It's almost time. So a lot of people talk about monster rank. And basically you need to get the slimes that are spawning up to rank 1. Now, I haven't found any documentation on this, but it does work. So we've got the slimes hitting us. Let's get this started. Last little tip, the weapon you're holding in your hand actually affects the critical percent chance of the spear traps. So you can see my Bat Scepter has a 51% crit strike. Add that to all the crit strike chances on my accessories. I've got a 71% strike chance on mobs. And you can see all these lovely orange numbers flying up here. That's the spears scoring critical hits. Minions can't get crits. That's why we boosted the damage so much before we started. So, here we go. Basically, Everscreams and the Santa tanks can move through walls, but I've sloped it just enough where they'll fall down, fall underneath into this little pit of death here. And look how quickly that Everscream is falling. Isn't that nice? Doesn't that feel good? Oh, it's so nice after trying to fight it. You know, got your weapons out, you're jumping around like a crazy person. AFK is the way to go, guys. Let's see 2 Everscreams fall now. Because the Ravens stack damage, they do area of effect attacks, so they kill 5 Everscreams as quick as they kill 1. Now the only thing with this trap is, because we're not wearing the Celestial Stone, which has additional regen, we are taking a little bit of damage in this trap, but it's not enough to kill you. So by the end of the moon you might be down to, you know, 300 or so, but you'll be alive. So here comes the Santa tank. And you can see how rapidly the damage is stacking up on him. Alright, looking at the time, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. And I think we're up to about, well, wave 8. And it's only 9 o'clock. So as you can see, this is a very, very quick trap. Very quick. The beauty of it is, it spawns the weaker minions in down low. The Ravens are dealing with them nice and quick. The spears doing crits. And anytime a big mob comes in, the Ravens pretty much tear it apart. Now the reason we've got so many spear traps up the top is, and I think the developers have done this on purpose, the Ice Queen, they've tried to make her farm proof. And believe me guys, I have spent a long time trying to farm this event and get up to wave 20 on it. It's they've made her so she can pass through walls, she moves across the whole screen, she just won't stay still. So, the extra spears are to deal damage on her wherever she goes. Alright, as you can see, we're pretty safe in this trap here. It's not even 10 o'clock and we're on wave 10, so we're doing really, really good here. And all that loot is just dropping on the floor for us. As soon as this is over, we can go and grab it. The only reason I've added the bubble guns is because it looks cool. And I thought it's such a cool Christmas event. I wanted it to look awesome. We've got little fireworks going off. It's fun. It's such a nice event. I wanted it to be, you know, full of happiness. Okay, so wave 11 is when the Ice Queen starts to spawn. Now the reason I've put wave 15 plus in the title is because how far you get totally depends on the Queen's AI when you spawn the Frost Moon. So you can see her flying around there. So she's taking damage from all the spear statues. Now, the spear traps. Now, what will depend on how far you get is if she stays still a lot or if she keeps moving all the time. It's random. I've tested this about 20 odd times now. And yes, it has taken a while. But sometimes she'll stop and do a spin attack right in the middle here. And sometimes she just bobs up and down. And that gives your Ravens a chance to really get in there and rip her to shreds. So unfortunately, you can see she's done it up in the corner there. But looking at the damage, the spears are still doing a pretty decent effort. All those crits are getting in. Just so you know, if you haven't checked the wiki, most Pumpkin Moon and Frost Moon bosses have about a base armor of 30 or 40, which means you need to do that much damage before they even take more than 1 point of damage. So that's why the spear traps are only doing, you know, 20, 30, 40 damage a hit. Okay, so you can see a few Ravens are getting in up there, so she's starting to take a damage a bit quicker. I've played around with blocking the bottom of this arena off with a row of snow blocks to try and get the Ravens up there more. It actually slows you down because the weaker mobs take longer to die. Oh, there's a chain gun down there. Awesome. What else is there? There's a fair bit. What have we got? A deranged razor pine. I think it's spawned with a bad modifier there. I think deranged, is that a good one or a bad one? Anyway, Alright, that Ice Queen's pretty much toast. Beautiful. Wave 13. What's the time? 12:30. So we've got 4 minutes to do as much damage as we can. One big problem I faced trying to make these arenas were the elf copters and the... oh, I think they're called flockos. Those little white things. The snowflake attacks. They go through walls and they go straight to wherever you're standing. So you had to have traps on the side if you were going to AFK this. Yeah, you can see the Flocko got straight through there. Flicko, Fluco, Bill, I don't know what to call it. I can't remember its name. I'll try and mouse over it. Oh, he's too quick. Pretty much for buffs, all you really need is the well-fed buff, and I'm just using the pumpkin pie. And I've heard some people talk about Saki, which might give your minions a melee buff, but I'm pretty sure that they only get summon damage buffs, so I put it in just in case, but you know. Anyway, it's there. I've just got the usual honey bath going on, couple of heart lamps, and the campfire as always. And yeah, now one of the big things here, I've put wave 15 plus. You can see we're in no danger here. You could sit here, you could be playing on your iPad, you could be sleeping. It really doesn't matter what you're doing because this is under control. Now, were you to grab one of your weapons and just take this lid off, you could be dishing out pain on this Ice Queen right now. Now, you could do it in a pretty safe way. You could just put the good old traditional spike trap down here instead of slimes and stand on that and use health potions and semi-AFK it. Because she would take damage so quickly if we were attacking right now. So pretty much, if you wanted to, you could semi-AFK this. This will get you to wave 15 easy, AFK, but if you want to get to wave 20 and get the trophies, you might want to do that. But I don't know about you guys, I just like things to be nice and easy. You get all the equipment AFK with this. There's no need to get too excited. I've got the Razor Pine, the Blizzard stuff, I don't know, all that extra stuff. I mean, if you're trophy hunting, you probably don't need to AFK, you just get a weapon and start fighting. But this works just fine. Alrighty, I was going to speed this up, but I actually had a lot to talk about during it, so I'm sure you don't mind. And I'm sure you're looking, I'll just put the wiring up again. So, in my last Pumpkin Moon video, I showed how the bat statue tiered. It's called a cascading trigger. And basically, it triggers the traps just milliseconds after each other to get that, what do they call it? It's like straddled damage, something like that. Just so it's just damaging after each other. So, where are we? It's 3:30, we've got about a minute left in the game, so each hour in Terraria is 1 minute. Oh, we got the tree sword, awesome. So, I think, are we on wave 14 or 15? Anyway, so basically guys, if you've liked this, please leave a like. I've put a lot of work into this and I don't mind doing it because I know how much you are enjoying these traps at the moment. Consider sharing it. If you're on Steam and you got a few friends that are really into Terraria, it only takes a second to share the link and it really helps me out. And if you haven't subscribed yet and love this sort of stuff, please subscribe. The people here are awesome. You know who you are. You're always commenting. I can't wait to get on. I love seeing those notifications when you've all commented. So get involved and have a good time. Alright, so this is just about to end and I'll show you how to quickly turn this trap off. Now the Ice Queen will fly straight away. So basically all you need to do, just let your ravens kill that one, it's in the way. You right click the trap and the bat will turn it off. You just need to pickaxe somewhere to turn off the rest of the slimes. Teleport out and you just need to head outside and pick up a bit of your loot. And as you can see, all that delicious loot has been dropping. Got a few chain guns. We'll have to put another modifier on the Razor Pine. Christmas hook. We got a tree sword. I've got the full elf suit now. That's pretty cool. I didn't have the shirt, so there we go. I got two of them. So it's Christmas Jaina now. I like that. So guys, that's pretty much all there is to it. Super simple trap. Super easy. It's pretty much just a giant rectangle, couple of teleporters in, and lots of spear traps. Wiring up one last time if you want to pause it. Just have a look at where it is. Where it goes grey, that's where I've got blue, red, and green in the same wire hook. And that's just to save space here and make the wiring a bit cleaner. Just having a little look around there. The bubble machines are just for funsies, as were the fireworks statues. And that's pretty much all there is to it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this. And I can't wait to do the next Terraria vid for you. Or maybe Don't Starve. I need to go with Don't Starve. Anyway, thanks for watching. HappyDays signing out. See you soon.